Atta says here or no ayano senior advisor at the government at the presidency and that of a government envoy over the capital markets and in the account Yanko
Alaska President Akufo-Addo nipa sometimes minim so mamboye fo said the oil no deliberate no yo said yo sometimes odwene ho awonte ase Alaska reshuffle aban bia wo ho kwan so reshuffle yaka because we are president I may say every single brain within the country
that's right
so you wish is another desire you think say ubetimi afa nipa ma na beboa wo no Alaska ubetimi afa nipa from Babia to come and help you and this would nipa na ba on board and they are not performing the same way as president no wo akwanya so obesesem and Alaska obia nsore keke say aban no nsesem because ye nim say your president no mandate to decide why na beboa no but mamuo no kwara enkoye dia citizens no so ehu sabi yete hoda obi bese broni na ye say your friend say broni uhu broni ahu say broni nie sa mamuo no nkoye a uhu say enkoye
that's right
that is a fact so we are faced with massive economic embarrassment near all facets of our national life no enkoye amamuo no aho come to a standstill. So Ghanaians were calling on the president and said, no, nipa na wodi omo ba say ommebu oman no Alaska. Enema no nkoye ya say ya sparky akaskala ade no nkoye. So as president you have a duty because you promise the people so you're coming to solve a problem. Problem no enko was setting up a large size of government and people were calling on the president as a president do something. They were not asking say resign no. They were saying do something about the kind of appointment because say the nipa no gu ho na ya hwe niema ekoso a utimu say individuals na put at the various positions don't have the capacity to deliver on the mandate given to them. So at the early stage, you saw a lot of people within academia, people within the media landscape, people within civil society organizations, and several other people calling on the president said there was the need Sabaya reshuffle. Sabaya at least Yama Obi to come on stream na yɛhwɛ sɛ changes betimi aba because na nyɛ sɛ amanfo call for reshuffle keke because Alaska for instance over Ken Ofori-Atta oba an investment banker who promised economy na Mahamadane man in 2017 no nkoye that is what he told us and omoba no they are coming to put us on a good footing oba ye all the economic records na nasefo a while live in your wake ni nyina are terrible. There is nothing convincing about your economic policies and initiative. A choice what failed. So Ghanaians were calling say the man has failed. There is no confidence in him. So far as if you go to the capital market, wherever, the guy has failed. So Mr. President, take him off. And again, it wasn't as if say Adibian Sik that Ken Ofori-Atta was the guy who went to the international borrowing space. Oh, we are not on the wire, pia. Dabia or Kobasa or Sa or Bob Bosia or Bonitim say Yansa be and Busia Brante Yubum. But because he's there and all that he knows best is young Bobosia and the minor Bobosia, Yako Eurobond market, within a period of 4 years, near raise over $11 billion. And what he at that depth, Bosia Nasa, ya bossa, boom. The track record near hoping say, Sir, a Bosia no bono, a better reflected in the life of the economy. Enti na no make catch say ofa Ken Ofori-Atta sisi na wo de abade na chi say onchiro investment or this sika na ya wan hwe ya wo de ahomte ba bu na kuno because nyanyansade bi anka nkyere wo Alaska they never invested the monies anywhere but in their pocket. That is the reality. Look at the city today. Ghana, Alaska mamenka say menkyere do you know that for the past 1 year yan service your debt ba kokora outside.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, defaulted because we unilaterally took a decision by telling our external creditors, Charlie, baby, I don't know, your friends, service your debt. And domestically, we are doing the same thing. That is why our banking sector, we now have debt service restructuring. I'm for Nina coming to confirm that the government is unable to service our debt. So, our money to mean servicing the debt, and then just how much our mind. So we come back to ask the question, say the promises these guys made to us, Akwa kusi saying.
Perfect Ghana.
He's a joke. Alaska. So San Samna okay, Akwa kusi saying dollar rate now promising and the dollar rate in here saying. A 12 cities. And I am telling you that for the past 1 year, you're servicing your debt. So it means that we are not taking money out there to go and service our debt. So the dollar is supposed to be stable. But why is the dollar flying? These are key questions. It shows that people we have placed to manage the economy are nothing but a bunch of incompetent criminals. Alaska.
Is that
a bunch of incompetent criminals. All that they are interested in is making money for themselves. Alaska, Ken Ofori-Atta Finance Ministry, and yes, he cannot make it for himself. Look at the economic record. For the first time, Ghana all the rating credible credible rating agencies in are downgrading and junk status we are not worthy within a community of nations, a committee of nations. We are not worthy anymore. This is Ghana near proud here. These same people told us, in the past, we were borrowing recklessly. At least if you go to the past, now have Bosia and now mobile in the past. That I never bet me, I buy the way. Today, let's go back and ask them, say, Bosia and I are nobody. These are the realities underpinning the current challenges I at home. Enti Ken Ofori-Atta affiliate and yen nasem. Because Bosia and Bosia no border and no hunsun so and then I'm saying. So when the people were calling on the president to make changes, I think go adhere to that particular call. To the extent that for the first time in the history of this country, we have the ruling party give birth to a buying. And more MPs are sorry, said no. Maybe I can't quit the fire when because the guy has really messed up with the economy. You listen to your friend saying Kennedy Japan on several occasions. His comments. What's your friend saying? Papa way, a brand now, or one of the presidential way, is it also from the Japan, sir?
Okay,
Japan. The same thing. All of them were your friends are affirming the fact that there has been an economic way. Something has to be done. Alaska President Nya Kwenya Kota Malina, Sembe no catch Ghana for. Or say, ya catch your friend is saying, on Sisa, on your reshuffle, no. Either we are jobless or we belong to the opposition.
Exactly.
Tell the statement the president making you at the time there was sufficient and enough evidence to back the fact to say these people have failed. All aspects of our national and nothing seems to be working, and that there is the need. Party Alaska, the president insulted everybody, and then now near money in with barely 6 or 7 months to go, because I'm saying barely 6 or 7 months to go, because Alaska Ghana how win him say yenya duru bosume 8 numa and I said 10 numa your friends say October mua o become minister ni atotori nyina obi na make campaign
exactly.
So active days and active months a minister of state be year adwuma to turn the fortunes of this particular economy around, just some few months around. Ask yourself niema bay na sa nkrofo ye mobile omonde ba to change anything at this time. Abra ya tena sama niema ni nyina asa ya wie, or is it me who ni say changes na oye no eye say nkrofo binu atena nchan so one form one mamu amukotena njoba kasa Akufo-Addo amamu no ba no wanyo minister, so he's just making the minister just keke,
but it will not change anything.
Oh come on now, Alaska damage you had 7 years across, how can you use barely 6 or 7 months to undo it?
And then almost
exactly. Some family and friends way. Ken Ofori-Atta na you say investor confidence low. And for that matter, the guy has destroyed Ghana's economy. And for that matter, he has to go home and sit and be waiting said that be no or make time for decisions that were taken. And yes, or your presidential envoy on the your friend say international market. When this is a guy I want run the economy abono. This is a guy the track record in his country very terrible. This is a guy the economy and say economy not pansam. This is a guy under his watch all the credible rating agencies have downgraded Ghana to a junk status. This is a guy under him there has been your friend saying Ghana declare bankruptcy. Yeba Chrome higher Alaska debt restructure massive one asabi. Stakeholders in Ukraine, we are not engaging them by force. That restructuring, this is a guy with such a terrible track record, and so we are president and we a serious person. Now, and familiar or maybe family ties, and I will cherish it. Now, we prioritize it over national interest. How on earth can anybody on his right senses say that Ken Ofori-Atta should be Ghana's envoy to her? He's the president emissary to the dark world of corruption.
Is the president
emissary to the dark world of political corruption? He's just going to continue on there. What else is he going to do? political corruption na omo ye o ha say no eno na okwa akoto aso because he doesn't want to let go that particular guy because oye a family member and nipa individuals no dem about on board no what are they doing tell me say which of them and all the magic wand to flip the coin say and Ghana the kind of economic misfortune I yet he's going to do something to flip it because me free say a president through Akwenya but Akwenya no he should have exercised it long ago when there were classic signs of economic failure, when there were classic signs of corruption, when there were classic signs of several others. Or mine koye, by ne, what can I say? Buonia guso, Anyam Huye, you'll be a befa 5 years, Anyam Hotam, our mine and ne, Esha Bass and Asia, Ghana for us screaming and struggling. No, you do these things because he knows Ghanaians are very emotional people. He knows Ghanaians are not reasonable. He knows Ghanaians are not wise because we will not scrutinize these things critically because go to the media and listen to the kind of things people are saying, trying to justify all these things. Media personalities, but the massive failure we've witnessed over the years are the right time to make the right changes. You know, what go born na yebono. You lose we are down by 7 goals to nothing.
7 goals. 7
goals to nothing. Our extra time. And I will changes. Coach, you know, ejina game room. And I hear shy 7-0. Every extra time I had 3 minutes after so. I think I will changes. Alaska. That is a joke.
Wow.
That is what I'm telling you. Say Akufo-Addo is such a terrible person. Say Minister Ghana for. I said Akwa we can. Papa we can. I said no yet. Your friend is saying the only hospital your friend is saying. Nyaho Tamoklu can say to about Akufo-Addo. Ghanaians will learn a better lesson, and I think that is good. Saying you know say tribal politics, na say emotional politics, na say friendly politics. You know, mfaso bi anim. Now look at the economy. The Ghana's economy is in rubbles. Go out there and ask whether we have respect or anything, because we have deliberately taken decisions that destroy the economy. And Alaska. Can you expect say certain decisions be take sabe ya be amended things sabe ya niam be koye decision be na president na take here because we still be complaining about the size of government ebinumu kofie no nka ye free senka ministry no nka ye beti so na ekrokro wakaka Alaska who sa intervention from him.
No,
he's not thinking about reducing the size of government because he's giving jobs to people, job for the boys, so that omukofia he will not be blamed. He has given job to everybody.
Mama Ubi.
Yes, but the capacity to deliver on the mandate required by the constitution, by the people of Ghana, no, he doesn't give a damn about those things. Some of these guys coming are newbies. They don't even know anything. Oba, take over then as a foreign crowd. I'm happy we are going to elections.
That's right.
I am telling you, sir, Ghana for made the very terrible mistake giving this country to Akufo-Addo to manage. He has mismanaged. He has destroyed the economy. Not just the economy. Just pop up. Just go to every aspect of our national life and see. Within the media landscape, do people have freedom to even operate? This is a democratic country. You know a number of people who have suffered abuse in this country quite recently. Transparency International.
That's right.
These are international, your friends saying accredited institutions are globally this kind of survey to estimate the level of corruption in government. Score for the past 4 or 3 years in the 43. Corruption is massive. So President on the GT was on the anti-corruption there, no. The expectation is at least he will do something to cow his people. He will do something. But do you see those things? He's never committed because Akufo-Addo came to make money and ensure that the family will go home rich. And that is his preoccupation. That is why, amidst of all that is happening, now nothing seems to say see. Fortunately for him, he has people in the media who will defend.
Serious?
Yes, you have people in the media who will defend because at the end of the day, I didn't hear so. And they won't defend. They will defend, but at the end of the day, the ultimate way na Ghana na bass babeje, I'm making sure say we put Ghana in a certain pedestal, economically, you bet me I leverage they are maximizing amount for individual potential and as a forum and the leader will live mark. Ask yourself, say Akufo-Addo say you about we know Kofia. What is the kind of legacy he's leaving behind? That Ghanaians will make reference to say Akufo-Addo by A B C D. That be American Nkrumah bedi akonya no ama esika pefo. But today Nkrumah is the richest person to have ever lived here. Exactly. Because you wake up every conversation, every discussion, every Ghanaian anywhere and make any political analysis you cannot do without the name Nkrumah. Why? Was it because he built 10 houses in East Legon?
No.
Or because now our bank account or our switcher will be Nkrumah, not our driver Ferrari in Asafonum. No, the guy owned nothing. But he decided to invest his time, his wisdom, his knowledge into building this country. So when people are fighting for plot our Temano, the guy decided to build Tema as a whole industrial city.
Wow.
And greedy politicians are within that city, fighting for plot of land, selling to people. But the guy had vision, said, no, I am not going for a plot of land. I am building a whole city, an industrial city. And Temana industrial city, today it has become a residential area. Because we have no vision, we are narrow-minded. And Nkrumah time no see motorway where that way. For 50 years and 60 years and counting, it's still the best road in Ghana. Wauko, the motorway remains the best road in Ghana as we speak today. Ask yourself, year back or no, I don't been the of mine. So I ask, oh, papa, there are people who become leaders and once they exit, because to the people, you were just one of the many nuisance. You were just a nuisance, not a president, not a leader. Nobody will remember you. Akufo-Addo has incurred a lot of debt. And forever we're going to remember him for the kind of debt or that buyer. So, Alaska, the debt is so insurmountable. How do we get away from it? As we speak, we have incurred about 600 billion Ghana cedis. Ask yourself a day and a day saying from your friends a bimbila to your friends ho to wine. Ask yourself, send the idea, this as you can hear. Yeah, but say we are moving away from industrialization, from taxation to industrialization. And that taxation, we are being bombarded with taxes on daily basis every day. Tax introduction, taxes no backward. So, defeating the kind of promise you made to the people. You've gone back to the taxation because when it comes to industrialization, you have done absolutely nothing to put this particular country on an industrial edge. What are we doing? Say industrial in here, baby. One district, one factory, go and do extensive analysis, surgical analysis. Now companies now, almost say one district, one factory, go and look at how those companies came to being. Now, a buying sick and private companies, how they even account for those monies, As I can buy me, Alaska, me ban our private company, no some time $1 million, as to whether how the country get the money back or how I catch say making sure say you widen your capacity to be able to employ maybe about 100 youth of this country. So be able to lessen the burden of unemployment in this country. Such discussions are not going on. Or mind sick at time movie. Now no industrialization, Go back to Nkrumah's time and look at what he did. And then you say you charge people for emission, your friend say emission levy. And we are at the same time giving companies clearance to set up combustible engines. Nkrumah say, you build it.
Yes.
Now combustible engines, they need to go. So we are serious as a buyer. That's all. So we limit these things. You'll be thinking about how to ensure, say, those electric cars. And I'm about Nkrumah, but it's about people raising revenue money to finance the kind of reckless incompetence and mismanagement left in their wake. And that's exactly what is happening in Alaska. So Ghana, we are in a serious problem. My country say elections and your event. You can't just go and vote and say, elections have consequences. Whoever you're voting for, it's a big deal. You need to be very sure. Say, Nipana, what it takes to ensure, say, Neman can deliver on those things. It's not just about rhetoric. With those fake accents, who say, now Breton,